Today I'm going to tell you about one of my personal favorite short stories, Bartleby the Scrivener by Herman Melville. I've had to read this story about 800 times for university, and I think I appreciate the character of Bartleby more and more every time I read it, mainly because I wish to God I had the balls to say what he does. Let me explain. So the narrator is called the Lawyer, and he starts off by describing all of his current employees. The first is Turkey, who's actually a man, not a bird. Turkey's all good at working in the morning, but as the day goes on, he becomes a real dick. So in order to comply with Turkey's attitude, the lawyer just gives him fewer documents in the afternoon. Can I please work for Mr. Lawyer? The other employee is called Nippers, which sounds more like a delicious cheesy snack. But Nippers is the opposite of Turkey. He's horrible at working in the morning because he gets stomach aches until noon. Yeah, okay. Stomach aches. Oh, and I'm sorry, there's also a third employee who they call Ginger Nut. I have a lot of jokes about that name, but I won't say them. Yeah, so anyway. Then there is Bartleby the Scrivener, who was an excellent worker, until the one fateful day when the lawyer asks Bartleby to just examine a small document of his. So he calls in Bartleby, asks him to do it, and then Bartleby says to him, deadpan, I would prefer not to. Boy, I was so tempted to say this to all of my English professors every time they asked me to answer a question about this story, but I kind of figured that they'd just laugh and then make me answer the question anyway. So now every time the lawyer asks Bartleby to do his work, he responds with, I would prefer not to. Not even a no way, Jose, or a get out of my face, bitch. He's being so fucking polite about it that the lawyer can't even get mad at him. The other employees find this so hilarious that they start saying it too, and the lawyer doesn't have the ginger nuts to put a stop to it. So now nobody's doing their work, so I guess they're all just staring at the wall or something. So the lawyer's getting reasonably pissed now that Bartleby isn't doing his work, so he decides to fire him. But when the lawyer tells Bartleby to quit, he won't even do that. So the lawyer's all like, okay, Bartleby, here's your money, I'm leaving it here for you. Just get the fuck out of here. But take your time, of course, there's no rush. So now the lawyer's all happy and satisfied that he got rid of old Bartleby. But things are far from over. The lawyer comes to work one weekend and opens the door to see Bartleby just fucking lounging around in there in his underwear like he owns the place. And by the way, Bartleby had the fucking audacity to go, just a minute, when the lawyer knocked on the door. So Bartleby just lives here now, and he would prefer not to leave. But we all know Bartleby has the lawyer just wrapped around his finger, so instead of, calling the police, the lawyer decides to simply move the office to another building. He's like me in the grocery store, where if there's some person in front of the fucking donuts I need to get to, I'll walk around the whole grocery store just waiting for them to leave, so I don't have to talk to them. I'm the only one who does that, aren't I? Anyway, the new tenant of the lawyer's old building isn't really fond of the weird man sleeping on the banister upstairs, so they call up the lawyer, and they're like, dude, what the fuck did you do to this guy? Can you please make him leave? He's freaking everyone out. So the lawyer decides to talk to Bartleby. He's like, alright, yeah, I can deal with him. So the lawyer goes to Bartleby and he says to him, dude, this was kind of endearing at first, but now it's just gotten old and you need to cut it out. I'll let you live at my house if that's what it takes to get you to leave. But of course, Bartleby would prefer not to, and he is finally thrown in jail. Unfortunately, Bartleby refuses to eat anything at prison, so he ends up withering away, and my favorite fictional character of all time is dead. Bartleby remains a mystery to the lawyer, and shortly after his death he finds out that Bartleby, before coming to work at his firm, had worked some dead-end, mundane job that is apparently what broke him. I mean, I don't blame him. If I have to work as a cashier much longer, I think I'll start to break too. Miss, can you please ring up my items? Yeah, I would prefer not to. Bartleby. Fuckery.